You're now tuned into the Shoot for Teams podcast with your favorite guys, Dorian and Kyle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Shoot for Teams podcast. Your favorite guy, Old Man Ross, Sweatsuits and Fly Kicks.
It's your main man, D Hill, the gift card bandit. We back with another one.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're on. It's basketball's winding down. I do not like this at all.
Final four. We got the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. Of course, I've been doing the Eastern Conference this whole time, so I will continue with that. We got the Miami Heat against the Boston Celtics. It's going to be a good one.
It is. Defense.
Yes.
Last two rounds, I picked the Celtics. Of course, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I am going to actually go with the Miami Heat. I think Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, Bam, Gabe Vincent, of course, Tyler Hero. I think those guys will step up. Strauss Spruce. I don't want to destroy his name. Shooter. I just think offensively they might be a little stronger depth-wise against the Celtics. Before I let you pick, I will say I was very surprised at the Celtics advancing against the Bucks. I thought that they did a great job of having guys step up in each game. If it was Jaylen Brown one game, Jason Tatum, of course. Marcus Smart had a good defensive game and made it very hard for Giannis at times. Then you have somebody like Al Horford, the toolbox man, the hard worker, step up and give them the game of his life. And then Grant Williams, somebody that's shooting 40% from the three-point line in the regular season, 41% in the playoffs. I mean, he shot 18 threes in Game 7.
Insane.
He said he had the most shot attempts out of any player on the Celtics. I know Jason Tatum said, settle down, that won't happen again. But I just thought adjustment-wise, coach did a great job. And then the players stepped up. Robert Williams was in and out of the lineup, but it seemed like they didn't even need him. And It surprised me. Giannis and Drew Holiday tried to do the best they could, but we knew with no Chris Middleton, it was going to be tough, against the Seas and the little leprechaun. So, I just wanted to shout out and show love to the Celtics, but I feel like the matchup Celtics Heat, I'm going with Jimmy in the dog pound, of course.
Nice. Yeah, I initially was, I'm a Miami. I was riding that Miami train with you, but I think the Celtics might have a slight edge only because they're going to be riding off the momentum of this series. They were in a dogfight every single game. So they're kind of locked in, I believe. Whereas Miami, I don't want to say Philly wasn't the same dogfight, but they still played their game. They still were aggressive and locked in as well. But I think, I don't know. I got a little feeling Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, those guys are going to be up for the challenge. It's going to be a tight series. I think it's going to be before we get to the predictions, I think it's going to be a long series. Like we talked off air, it's going to be Marcus Smart, PJ Tucker, which is going to be crazy to watch. And then, we got Jimmy Butler trying to check probably Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. I'm not sure. Right. But I do agree with you as far as Miami having a lot more depth coming off the bench and guys that are playing significant minutes and contributing a lot to what Miami is doing, whereas the Celtics don't really have that depth. My only concern with the Celtics kind of is if Al Horford can sustain what he had in the Milwaukee series. I know he got motivated by Giannis talking shit or, dunking on him and looking at him. And that kind of changed the whole series after that.
It did.
I don't know if Al Horford at his, upper age will be able to sustain it. If he can, then it will be a bonus. If they can get the big fella back too, that'll be a bonus because Bam is is a problem down there. I know that's one of your favorite guys to watch,
Yeah,
but Bam is definitely a problem. But as far as like the defensive schemes and stuff, Spo is up there. You know, everybody knows he makes adjustments on the fly, but Udoka he's proven himself. Like you like to say, he's from that Popovich cloth.
Yeah.
I'm sure Pop will call him and give him some insight, but he's doing well. And I just say, I don't know. It'll be tight. I got the Celtics edging them just by a little bit, man. It ain't gonna be like 4-2 or nothing like that.
No, okay, I got that. And I have this and hope that it goes 7. You know, we get selfish when it comes to basketball. You had mentioned PJ Tucker, and I think Milwaukee losing him or letting him go hurt them
bad
a lot, because what they wanted Grayson Allen to do defensively, even though he's a better shooter than PJ is, he didn't really shoot. Him and Bobby Porter struggled, and Lopez, but defensively he couldn't really do much. And so do you see that and you're like, man, now you see how much they miss PJ. And I think Miami, like you said, Coach Spo, he's going to make adjustments. And Kyle Lowry hasn't even really been playing.
True, so and they got him for this type of situation.
Yeah, so if you could get a game or two out of him and then go back to Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson hasn't played that much. He's somebody that can get hot. They've been making adjustments, put it that way. And I think that I think it's, like I said, going 7, but I got Miami going back to the chip. They're going to do it for Coach Pat Riley.
I think, like you said, not having PJ on Milwaukee hurt them a lot. That was their I mean, exactly what he's doing on Miami. He's guarding the best players. Even if he's not stopping them, he's making them work. And I think that would have helped out a lot, being that Chris Middleton was out. He's a bigger, longer wing. And not having that just put a lot of pressure on Giannis and a lot of pressure on Drew Holiday, like you said. So Miami is going to be able to use PJ, and they'll be able to switch between him and Jaylen Brown and Tatum, Jimmy and him. I don't know. Maybe Grayson Allen should have started tripping people in that last series and shaking things up. I'm just saying, bro. That's what he's known for.
Wow. It just came out of
left field. He couldn't keep nobody in front of him. So, hey, you got to do something, Grayson.
Wow. We started with
I'm not even going to go into the whole he from Duke. So, you know.
Well, you said it. It was on your heart. It was just a matter of time.
Duke players do.
It was on your heart. All right, and you said you got to go on 7 as well?
Hell, for sure.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say 6, but I think just looking at everything, I think 7 games, and it'll come down to the last couple possessions.
All right.
I don't think it's gonna be no blowout like we seen in the Western Conference.
We'll talk about it then. Go. Hold on. Let me get my.
Oh Lord, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got to give it up for this guy. He's the only person outside of Dallas that has picked the Dallas Mavericks to get this far.
All right, let me get my. I had to get my Luka exclusive together. That's all. Get ready.
I'm in shock, honestly.
All right. The Doncic Express, we're all on. I'm just
Daryl Armstrong on there. He right behind
Daryl, come on. You on? All right, cool. All right. We good.
Sham got all them guys.
Hold it. Sean Bradley.
Oh,
come on. All right, Jamal Mashburn. Come on. I got room for one more. No? All right, we good. Start it up.
My guy, Mark Aguirre, he coming. He said he's going to be 10 minutes late.
All right, cool. We get him at the next stop. You got it.
So the Western Conference Finals, I mean, I don't think anybody had this matchup other than people that are in Dallas, maybe. I mean, the Warriors, they had a tough, semifinals against the Grizzlies. I think it would have been a different outcome had Ja been able to continue. But it was unfortunate. The Grizzlies still play well. I mean, they've proven that they can play without Ja. They won by what I forgot the margin that they beat them by. In what was that, game 6?
You talking about the game? You talking
40,
about the game where they was down 52?
Yeah. So they did that without Ja. So I mean, they had to whoop that trick going, and that became a whole thing. But they prevailed. Game 6, Clay came out to play, and they handled their business. And now they're back in the Western Conference Finals against your Dallas Mavericks, which is insane because I don't think anybody saw that coming as well. I think everybody just kind of saw what Phoenix was doing in the regular season and in the playoffs, though they struggled against New Orleans.
That's true.
They came out and
I forget about that.
Laid a goose egg in Game 7 versus the Mavericks, man. Like I was shocked watching it. And Luka just was Luka. In Game 7, Luka goes to another level. Not that he does anything different. You know what he's going to do, but I must say that dude's turn around or spin move step back 3 is ridiculous.
But it's so slow.
It's so slow, but I don't know. It's like one of them things like we talked about with Mouthpiece, like with Hezzy guy. Like, you know it's coming, but when you're in that situation, any little alter from it, you're like, oh God, he's doing something different. But then he want to get to that step back every time. And then, you put a big body on him. He gonna go around him, or he gonna take him out, do his little between the legs, and he gonna get to the step back. You put a little guy on him, he go in the post. So I don't know. I love the way Jason Kidd made those adjustments after the first 2 games. And then the role players, Spencer Dinwiddie, Brunson, Dorian Finney-Smith, what's the center, Claver, Bertans, all of them guys.
Powell came in,
yeah, Powell. Like all of those guys, they locked in. I think Jason Kidd had a great game plan as far as making Chris Paul work on defense as well as offense, not letting him get to his spots, which I thought in the previous series, they let Chris Paul just get to that elbow every time. And Jason Kidd was like, nah, we're not going to allow you to do that. They didn't let Book get in his spots, get in the rhythm. And then Aiden, I thought he was going to be key to the series, and he was kind of like a non-factor almost in the series.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was disappointing to watch them because I know we're high on Monty Williams, and we were hoping Monty could get to the chip and, get to the promised land because he deserves it. He's a good guy. We talked about him at length on every podcast we talk about. It was just sad to see that happen. And we all know Chris Paul's record in the playoffs is not the greatest. I think this is like his 5th straight, 7th game he's lost. So I mean, it sucks. Like, age is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated. So I know he just turned 37 on Friday. I still think he has some in the tank, but I think, like they said on ESPN earlier, like the blueprint is out on how to stop Chris now. So it's gonna be some adjustments need to be made. But I want to give praise to Jason Kidd. He did an amazing job. Luka did an amazing job. And shout out to our guy Spencer Dinwiddie stepping up. We saw the Spencer like Kyle liked in New Jersey when he was out there getting buckets a couple years ago before the injury. Yeah. He was able to go one-on-one in Game 7, and he was right back to the old Spencer. I was happy to see that.
Me too. I think you hit everything on the head. Pause. I saw Jason Kidd make adjustments in Game 7 when Spencer was hot. Some coaches will, put him back on the bench for the star player. He let Luka and Spencer stay in. Like he said, Spencer, you stay in, you still bring the ball up, still do what you do. Now they got to decide, are we going one-on-one with Spencer? Because we can't double. If we double and Luka is open, Luka's either going to shoot or facilitate and create mismatches. So I thought, like you mentioned, Jason Kidd being a Hall of Fame point guard, I think helps him even more because he was a coach on the floor when he played. So he's
Exactly.
taking those tools to the next level with coaching, making adjustments, which he did in all the series up to now. And then the players are just stepping up. I mean, Dorian Finney-Smith is a guy that's just like a workhorse who will do anything. And our boy Mikal Bridges he fizzled out somehow. Something happened where he just kind of disappeared. Even if Book and Chris Paul are not doing anything, you would hope that Aiden will step up. He wants all this money. You didn't do anything. And then you would think Mikal would step up. We know what JaVale can do, but you needed somebody else to step up, even if it was our boy Jay Crowder, who had moments.
Yeah.
You know, and Jay does what he's supposed to, but game 7, it's like, damn, Chris and Book to not have a good game, you're gonna lose.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
And you mentioned Luka being ready for that moment. He loved it. I saw him talking, interacting with fans and players, and I think that's why people are saying he's turning into a villain, but I love it. You know, any villain guy that can hoop. And then you mentioned his moves, how slow they are, but that's a European thing because Ginobili was slow and Dirk was slow too, but would kill you on the court.
And your boy, the Joker.
And they're all slow, but their IQ is through the roof. Not saying that the American players don't have IQ, but a lot of them rely on athleticism. And Luka's a bad boy. I mean, he's a bad boy. But I think what helps Luka and is going to elevate him is having a dope coach in Jason Kidd. Yeah. Because Kidd is going to put him in positions to do better things.
Yeah, because I even think J. Kidd challenged him during the series. Like, you know, he let him know what he needed from him in order for the team to, you know, get to these heights. And he didn't pout. He just took it on the chin and he made the adjustments. And now they're in the Western Conference Finals, which is going to be a great series. I can't wait for this series. It'll be interesting to see how Steve Kerr and his staff decide to guard Luka. I know they'll probably throw Draymond on him, but I don't think that's going to even matter. Like, you can't stop Luka. You got to I think in order for Golden State to win this series, which I'm just going to say my prediction, I think they will. I think they have to make the other guys beat them. Like, make Luka pass. Like, don't allow him to get in the rhythm. Don't allow him to start smiling and throwing up his, all that crap. Yeah. Like, you don't want to see that. Like, even they got to slow Jalen Brunson down, which is, I think, is going to be a tough task for whoever they throw at him, because that Steph is not the greatest defender.
No.
And Jalen got a little more meat on the bones, and he bodying people. We saw what he did to Chris Paul, so he gets to his spots as well. I don't know. It'll be interesting. But I think the Warriors got too much firepower, and they've been there. They've been battle tested. They just know how to win in these situations. This is all new for Luka and the guys. I mean, getting to the second round was new for them, but we'll see. I think Jason Kidd will make adjustments. He will make it uncomfortable for the Warriors, but I just think once they start hitting, man, it's going to be hard to stop that death lineup of Steph, Clay, the pool party. It's going to be too much, man. Yeah.
You got them winning in how much? How many?
6.
Okay.
4-2.
Before I give my prediction, which everybody knows, one thing they could do, and I'm not going to help the Warriors too much because I know they listen to this, but I would start Wiggins on Luka, and then you mentioned Brunson, who is a guard that runs around. But if you make him guard Steph and Clay running around too, that fatigue is going to set in eventually. I'm just saying you would have to figure out. Jordan Poole does the same thing. So you just kind of figure out who Brunson is guarding. Dorian Finney-Smith is just going to have to play defense. Defense. They'll rely on him to shoot the open 3. So if you can get one of those guys, Brunson or Spencer, somewhat fatigued, you might have a better chance. I know you said you had the Warriors anyway, but I got news for the world. All that I gave y'all, it ain't going to matter. The Doncic Express just pulled up. You said Mark Aguirre, hop on. Jason Kidd, who you got? You got two more? Hop on. You're going to the finals. This is going 6 games. Yeah. They're gonna still win in Golden State at the Chase Center. And Doncic is averaging 30. Spencer's gonna continue to do what he does. Dorian Finney-Smith is gonna have one of those games, hit 6 threes from the corner. Kleba going to the finals.
At this point, I can't even laugh at you. It's hilarious, but
I know it is hilarious.
You've been riding this Dallas train since the first podcast of the playoffs, and
so
wow.
We'll just put it this way: it'll be Dallas and Miami, like when LeBron played Dirk, but it'll just be Jimmy Butler against Luka this time.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say so. Dallas gonna win the chip then.
I need to check my books. That's good too.
That's gonna be 2 of your teams playing. So
I got to check my books. I got to see where we are once this series is over, because I don't know how much fatigue that Mavericks are gonna have, and then I'll get back to y'all when we do our championship podcast. But I got the Mavs, the Luka Express, and all the boys in Dallas winning in 6. Sorry, Steph.
Hey, it doesn't matter to me, honestly. I hope it goes 7.
Okay.
But, just for basketball-wise, because I think both of these series are going to be very entertaining. We thought last round was entertaining and competitive, but this is going to be super competitive. I can't wait to see Jimmy Butler get into it with Marcus Smart.
Me too, man.
It's gonna be something.
Something is going to happen. We're not promoting any kind of violence, people. Nah. But we know the foolishness is going to be at an all-time high for this series.
Well, because the competitive nature of both of these guys are very high, and it's a chance to go to the chip on the line.
Yeah, and Marcus Smart and PJ Tucker and Jimmy Butler are all touched. They're a little out of their mind. So it's just almost like if Pat Bev was in the finals, or in the conference final. You just don't know what you're going to get one day.
You don't know. You don't know. But I'm really looking forward to both of these series, honestly.
Me too, man. Me too.
It's going to be amazing. And even the finals is going to be crazy, too.
Yeah. And it's good, too, for basketball. You got some new teams, new blood in there.
Which I love.
Which is good for the moderate basketball fan. For us, we want everything to go to 7 games, and we want it to be as long as it can possibly be with the season, because once basketball season's over, we got to scramble to look for something other content,
You better watch your Mets, man.
Hey, we doing okay right now.
I'm not saying that.
I know, because it'll turn.
Because people, this is, me and Kyle have been going back and forth with this. The Mets do well. Every time I say something about the Mets, and I'm like, oh, man, they're going to do something. It just crumble for them every single year. So
it crumble. I'll be like, man, where Darryl Strawberry at? We need help. Somebody's not good.
They still paying Bobby Bonilla, right?
Yeah, that's something crazy. Whoever his agent is, every July 1st, then get 1.5, 1 point.
It's coming up.
That's why they let Robertson Cano go. They was like, we got to clear the books.
The first coming, we got to let him go.
They let Robinson was, man, I'm going to sign with the Padres. Cool, because we got to clear these books.
Yeah.
We got to pay Bonilla soon.
That's crazy.
We'll see, though, but I'm excited. The Mets have been doing well, so I will continue to hopefully they can do something, man. We'll see. But, yeah, it should be a good conference finals. All the awards were obviously been given out. Shout out to all the award winners. The draft is right around the corner. You had mentioned. I know the lottery draft is even closer. And then before you know it, it'll be Summer League. So we'll watch this. We'll enjoy this. Make sure you guys continue to follow us. We got a pop-up that's getting ready to happen. Dorian, I don't know if you want to elaborate a little bit on that.
Yeah, we're going to have a live artist talk / live podcast at the Residency in Inglewood, California on Saturday. At 2 p.m. So if you're available and free, come down. It should be a good time. We're talking to 3 amazing African American artists. Their current works are up in the gallery as well. So we'll be doing our podcast inside the gallery. So come down, check us out. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah,
we'll be there. It won't be too hot this weekend, so everybody should be cool.
Yes.
But yeah, like if you can come down, that would be greatly appreciated. We'll try to accommodate those that can't come. We may live stream it, or we just go put it up as a regular podcast. We haven't decided yet, but we'll keep you guys posted. So stay locked in on our social media for more info.
Sounds good. Yeah, and we'll definitely have some swag. You guys pop up and pull up on us. We'll have some limited hats, or excuse me, some of our Hardwood brand apparel there that you guys can check out, and it'll be good times, good basketball conversation, good people, good energy. So if you get opportunity, like Dorian said, please pop up this Saturday. Other than that, hardwoodbrand.com is where you can find all our content. Please subscribe, comment, like our videos on YouTube. We're on Apple CarPlay. I'm sorry. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Google. Everywhere you can find your podcast, we're on there. And check us out. Of course, Old Man Ross signing off. I'm getting ready to get off the Luka Doncic Express. I'm just checking, man. I'm checking. Anybody else? Okay, we good. I'm getting off, man. Sweatsuits and fly kicks, of course. Spread love and not hate.
It's your man D Hill, the gift card bandit. Get in the gym, shoot some jumpers, at least about 8.
All right. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Be safe out there.